Disclaimer.
First of all, get a clock. This is one of the things that has not changed. And yes, it is a school clock, as in black rimmed, white on the inside, black letters. Seems to tick infuriatingly in the background. The honest to God will drive you up the wall into an anxiety induced panic attack from the ticking alone kind of clock. The kind you hear in your nightmares as you stare at your computer screen, looking at a test, and you just hear it echoing in the background. Watching, waiting, mocking. I'm getting a little too deep into this. The point of this clock is to help you count when you need to during a specific point in a ritual, not jump scare you and run the risk of you being dragged off to who knows where for all eternity. If it's an alarm clock, get rid of it. You don't need that shit. Second, get a blanket several times bigger than your bed and tuck the end of the blanket underneath the foot section of your bed. This is important. I even have a picture for this. Right there. That's where you want this to be at. You want it tucked in there. Make sure that the rest of it is free to flow around the bed though. It needs to reach the floor, and there are blankets that are big enough to do that. And it has to be a blanket. You are dealing with a boogeyman here. There is a reason why all children in those days had blankets to protect them, and why the blankets have been considered to work. Nothing with holes. This thing snatches you by any part of your body that is exposed. So, unless you want to know what it feels like to be dragged out of your bed and into the darkness of your closet by a strand of hair, you'd best make sure it won't be a problem. Third, get a flashlight and know the location of the circuit breaker in the house you live in and its location if you live in an apartment building. Seriously, you're gonna have to turn off all the lights when you do this ritual. And sometimes it's good to have a spare on the side. Why? Because there's a chance that this thing will be pissed as fuck at the idea of being gypped by a full grown adult, and you'll need some more protection from the darkness. Though calling your mom will make him hightail it out of there like a bat out of hell, it's good to be prepared. Besides, someone else might be performing a ritual of their own, and you don't want to be caught unawares now, do you? Fourth, if you don't have a normal closet, don't do this ritual. It's specified that you gotta open the door by a sliver. The only way to do this is if you have a standard closet with a standard closet door. Anything else could cause the ritual to fail. So sucks to be you, you fancy closet users. If you have no closet, congratulations, you are the safest motherfucker around. And finally, I am extending the time on this. Last time I told you to do this a couple weeks in advance. I changed my mind. You need to do this about a year in advance. The entire point of this is that you are performing a standard bedtime routine without actually falling asleep. And you can't do that within a few weeks. Or at least not everyone can do that within a few weeks. So by giving yourself a year, it becomes your actual sleep routine, and that will work in your favor. Before I begin with the instructions, I'm going to make one thing clear. If you are the kind of person that fidgets, moves around, jumps at the slightest noise, or are generally scared of pretty much anything that goes bump in the night, you shouldn't be doing this ritual. You shouldn't be doing a ritual at all. In fact, if the ritual involves you standing still at any time, which is literally 90% of the ritual pastas on the internet, you shouldn't be doing them at all. Like, ever. Pick a different type of ritual, or just don't do it. For a part of the ritual, the boogeyman's going to have to tower over your ass. He is going to be staring down at you. Because he can. And the only way to get that to happen is by standing still as a statue. as that will determine whether or not you're waiting a few minutes or half an hour. Just don't bother if you fidget a lot. Just don't. It's not worth it. My job is to help you survive, not get you killed. And now for the ritual. You're gonna have to do this after 12 a.m. Apparently, he's the most active during that time, so try 12:01 at the earliest. Next, you're gonna need some candles. It doesn't tell you if they're scented or not, if they're colored or not, or if they're a specific size or not. Just that they're candles and you need them. So just buy some or make your own. You also need 3 of them, and you have to be able to carve the letter B into them. So I guess any size will do if you got the proper size knife or something. Now, it doesn't say that you have to carve the letter into them the moment you begin, so if you want, feel free to have like a couple candles on standby on the off chance you decide to do something stupid and do this again. Or just do them when you're going to do the ritual. I honestly don't care at that point. It doesn't specify, it doesn't say like you should do it at some point or other. It just says you gotta have a bead carved into them. So I think you're good on that. This will also let the boogeyman know that you're looking specifically for him. Not sure how that works due to the fact that there are other creatures whose name starts with B's, but fuck it. Maybe they just don't like candles. Once you're done, you're gonna have to put on some sleepwear, or whatever it is you do before you go to bed. Meaning, if you sleep naked, that's fine. If you sleep with only a shirt, that's fine. If you sleep in like full nighty onesie or whatever, that's also fine. As long as you actually do it before you go to sleep, as it's part of your normal bed routine, it's cool. You just need to do it. If you brush your teeth before bed, then good on you. Doesn't matter if you do or not. The entire point is that it has to be part of your normal bed routine. Third, light those candles and turn off all light sources. All of them. This means phones, alarm clocks, all of that. Bet you're glad you got the school clock now, huh? It doesn't give off light, so you're golden. Now, I guess you can do that in reverse, but the ritual says it in this order, so it's better safe than sorry. 4. Open your closet by a hair, enough that you can barely see the darkness within it. Once that's done, lay face up on your bed with a blanket at your feet so you can easily pull it over you as it's protection from the fucking thing. Remember how I said to tuck it in at the end of the mattress, the foot of the bed area? This is why. If you did this for a whole year, this will be easy to do, as not only will you be able to completely cover yourself in one fell swoop, but you won't have to worry about your feet sticking out, as they're not likely to slip out since it's tucked in. Congratulations, you have been protected. Once you are ready, you must say the following. Boogeyman, creator of fear, I am not afraid. Boogeyman, king of darkness, bring me the dark. Boogeyman, Boogeyman, I invite you in. Once you say those words, cover yourself with the blanket. You should be a pro at this by the time you do this ritual. Don't fuck it up now by being cocky and stupid. Mostly because, at this point, the boogeyman will now be staring at you from the closet. He'll make noises and hope to scare you from the blankets. Don't be a fucking moron and let him succeed into doing so. Please. After about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how still you were anyway, the noises will stop and you'll feel a presence next to your bed. Don't be an idiot and look. If you do, he will drag you off and fuck you up. And I will be laughing at you. Now, when you feel him there, and trust me, you will feel him there, say the following. Boogeyman, Boogeyman, welcome to my home. I am not afraid. I welcome you here. Now that you have his attention, tell your wish kindly. Don't be an asshole. Do you want to be dragged off into the darkness to never be seen again? Because that's how you get dragged off to the darkness to never be seen again. By being an asshole to an entity that hides in the darkness of your closet. Just be nice and you'll be fine. Now at this point, it's time to get him the fuck out of your house. While still under your blankets, because you're not stupid enough to leave them, say, Boogeyman, Boogeyman, Mother is coming. Once you are finished, wait 30 seconds. This is precisely the reason why you need this clock. It is so loud you'll be able to count quietly along with them, as in to yourself, in your head. Don't be dumb and make a noise. Once those 30 seconds are up, it is safe to come out. Enjoy rewards and good night, though I recommend sleeping with the lights on just in case. Now, if for any reason you decide to abort because you're scared, rightfully so, mind you, scream this.
Mother! 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 I am afraid!
Now remember, stay still and don't lose the blanket, because if any part of you sticks out, it will drag your ass into the darkness of the closet and torture you for all eternity. So, stay covered, stay safe, and good luck.